Hello, Raymond Storm here, and welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we got our wood production up and running using Bob's greenhouse mod, because the other one's just going to be too complicated at this point. And then we set up getting everything together to make the basic electronic boards right here. And it is a bit of a mess at the moment, kind of belts going all over the place, but it's kind of just the way things are going to be at the beginning here. I am trying to keep things relatively small for a couple of reasons. One, I just don't want to devote too much time and material into building this that is just really going to be a temporary facility. Well, temporary, we'll see how long this still kicks around. And I also want to minimize the size of my pollution plume, right? Right now it's still being contained by the trees, but as it begins to expand, it's going to start touching these enemy nests. And as you notice, the map was expanding because I put down a couple of radars. It'll start touching those nests, and when it does, the enemies will begin attacking. And I kind of want to hold that off for as long as possible, because then I'll have to devote a lot of time and resources to defense. Alright, so what we need to do now is work on getting... Grab those. Work on getting our green research up and running. But in the meantime, let's do this. One other thing I did install is a crafting speed mod that allows us to research upgrades to our crafting speed so we can handcraft things faster. So we're going to go ahead and work on that. Alright, so what do we need for the green research pack 2s? If I can find out where they are. There they are. We need transport belts, which we're making, and we need inserters. Right. And for the inserters, we needed these. Oh, I'm out of iron. Actually, that's plenty. Stop loading iron in there. Well, now they've got to load more iron in there. But we are starting to strain the iron a little bit, because we are making a bunch into steel now. Which, you know what? I'm going to say we're going to limit the steel to that. We don't need a ton right now. Alright, so here we are going to make the inserters. And we're going to need the iron gear wheels, we're going to need the basic circuit boards, and we're going to need the iron plate. And I managed to stick this chest full of bullets, like right in the middle of, right in the way of my belt. No big deal. Alright. So, we're going to need this, this, and this, and then we're going to put out that. Okay. So we just need some inserters. Because in Bob's and Angels, there are so many different things to build. To try to build a factory that is going to supply you everything you need is just impossible. So there is a lot of handcrafting to do in Bob's and Angels mods. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and get an upgrade for that. Pick up from there. Let's drop some power. There we go. And then we'll take the inserters out. There we go. So now what we're going to need is we are going to need a factory to make the green research. Let's see, how do I want to handle that? Putting it here is going to be a touch awkward. Or I could just put it right here. No, right here should be fine, actually. So what I'll do is I'll just do this. And then we can put an inserter there. And tell it to drop there. I'll just grab those. Alright, you need to make green research packs. And then you pick up from there. We'll need some power. There we go. And now we're making green research packs. Now, we need to dump them on the belt. And then I want to make sure that they drop short. So there we go. Just drop that off in that research. There we go. Now, you know what? I'm going to make a second of these. Because we're obviously making the inserters way faster than we're consuming them at the moment. And if I need a bunch of inserters, I can just do that. Pull them off the belt. Now we have 44 inserters, which will last us a while. I hope. Okay, so here's what we want to do. Crafting speed increase is done. Crafting speed 2. Take 144 science packs. Let's go ahead and just knock those out. And you pick up from long. You are going to make green. And you are going to drop short. There we go. Just stick you in there again. And now we're starting to build up some green research on the belts. Perfect. And we are not getting any iron down here at the end of the belts. What seems to be the issue? Is the steel really taking that much? Okay. Can we resolve this problem? Crafting speed 1, crafting speed 1. Not at the moment. What I need are steel furnaces. They're crafting speed 2. I'm going to change my research. The problem is, I don't think we have enough green on the belt. So what I may have to just temporarily do is just tell these guys to stop. And that should mean we should start getting some more iron on the belt down where it needs to be. The other option is to see if I can't squeeze a couple more of these in here. let's actually do it like this. Pick up, drop. Yep, that's fine. And what we'll need to do is underground belt this. We'll need to move that. No big deal. Move it there. Actually, that's as far as we needed to take it. Okay, so that'll add a couple more furnaces to the line. Oh, you need power. Right. That'll do. Okay, so far so good. There we go. Now we're starting to build up some iron on the belt. Then we'll get the advanced metal processing. That'll get us the steel furnaces, which we're going to need some stone brick. Which I got plenty of stone brick. Okay. Alright, are we full up on stone pipe? We are full up on stone pipe. So now we're making stone walls. That's good. If this belt fills up, which it very well might, we're going to have to start sticking some of it in a container of some sort so that we can grab it later, because we're going to need a lot of stone brick. Oh, let's add a light down here. Speaking of lights and electricity, we are just starting to tap out. I mean, we're not overburdening yet, but we're kind of at our limit. Let's add a couple of more mines. Let's add a couple more mines here. There we go. And then we'll add another boiler and 2 more generators. Oh, actually, I do it like this. And burner inserter. Alright, that should expand our power. There we go. Looks better. Now, if we actually look at our pollution map, the power plant is the highest point of pollution right now, so we'll have to deal with that at some point. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch back to the crafting speed upgrade we were working on before. You know what? I'm going to limit this as well to just having 200 in there. Okay, so now we have green research coming out here, and red research. Actually, that's right. We wanted to switch to steel furnaces. We need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And they craft twice as fast. Yeah, we're not even really touching our copper at the moment. Now we're actually overloading our crushed sapphirite. Actually, we use 2 more. Let's get these guys back operating. So we'd have to ramp this up a little bit. Not impossible, but I'm actually not going to worry about that too much right now. Because we have plenty of iron at the moment. If it looks like we need to crank out some more iron, then I'll expand the sapphirite mine. Alright, so we have green research. Trying to decide what it is we need to start thinking about doing next. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do. Defense is something we need to start thinking about. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you make gun turrets. Can I actually make better power poles yet? No, I can't. How are we doing as far as... What's the difference in crafting speed? 0.75 and 0.5. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Do I have any more boxes on me? No. Then I'll queue in a box. I'll also need to queue in some underground belts. We'll just make a bunch of them. Oh, you also need copper plate. That's no problem. There we go. How much copper does it need? 10? Okay. Alright, so I wanted to say, you are going to make those faster, you're going to make those faster, you're going to make those faster, and actually I'm going to need one more. You're going to make those faster. And even so, we are still making the research faster than 6 research facilities can consume it. I just want to keep an eye on this, make sure that everything looks like it's running good. I wish we're making the inserters a little bit faster. But the problem is the circuit boards. Can I, like, just max that out so that it stops? Now, it's still going to pile up some internally. That's alright. Okay. So, next thing on the docket, what we really need to do is start thinking about getting the real base and processes that we're going to eventually use set up. Let's see. Do I want to go with a silo? No, I think I'll just use a steel chest. And then you start storing the bricks. Alright, so what we're going to need is we are going to need, not logistics 2, because this is a rail world, I need railway. And then we need the automated rail transportation, which enables the stops and the signals. Alright, so we need engines. And then we'll need a factory to build them. Alright, it does look like that we are getting short on plate. Again, can I just fill that up so that it stops? Alright, so we'll have to add this in, or we'll just have to come up with something better. Also, we need to start thinking about what our first kind of defensive line is going to be. As we will inevitably run into attackers. Yeah, it seems that the draw from this chest plus the draw from this steel is enough to cause a problem down the line. Alright then. We can solve that issue. Let's get rid of this. Let's pick that up. Ah. There we are. Let's add 4 more crushers. And we can add some more mines. Let's see. Yep, we just have 1 inserter picking up. And it's kind of overkill to do 3, but we'll do 2 pulling out. Copy that. Paste it there. And then let's... Alright, engine's done. What else did railway need? It does need logistics too. Okay, so go ahead and hit logistics 2. And then we're going to need a couple of these. I think we can just do it like that there. We may start overloading this belt, but we'll see. No, there's... Yep, the near side's overloaded, so we're going to have to tell them to drop on the far side. And that's about as much load as I can put this belt on right now. We can already see that the saffronite is getting further down the line. Making it all the way to the last couple. Alright, so that should ramp up the iron production. Once the steel furnaces are done kind of loading, because they're going to store a whole bunch inside the furnace itself. And that'll stop. This is already filled up, so they were good there. Alright. Yep, now we're moving again. Alright, have our radars revealed any resources? There's a stereotype. There's that sapphirite ore way up there. Rubite. It's going to be interesting that we don't have any new sapphirite patches anywhere nearby. That's going to make things complicated. We need landfill. Military 2 gives us armor-piercing rounds, grenades, military science packs. Solar energy. To do solar energy, though, we're going to need electric energy accumulators. Which, to do that, we need a bunch. Because we're going to need batteries. Okay. We may want to work on that. Kind of as a priority. Once we get the rails up and running. Is getting solar power and the electric energy accumulators so that we can start moving away from steam power as an energy source so that we can kind of limit our pollution output. Right now we're just kind of waiting for technology to finish. Now, would we want to go outside the forest, or do we want to stay inside? I think for our first line of defense, we're going to want to stay inside. So let me just go ahead and grab those stone walls. Start laying our first wall. Oh. Now, how far north do we want to take it? Let's see. That little plateau there would serve as a good spot to kind of be part of our defenses here. Man, how much research does this logistics 2 require? 200. Okay, yeah, it requires a lot. Alright, well, what I may actually do here is we are kind of at the end of the episode, so what I may do is just end it here. I will probably work on getting this wall built to surround our area here between episodes. And then when we come back, I'll see if I can't get the logistics done and get the rail done, and then we can start looking to try to manufacture rails and engines and see if we can't find some resources to begin actually building rails to get out to. And then we'll have to begin designing and building our first kind of ore processing area. So all kinds of stuff. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.